This video is not meant to attack Makenzie Freeman, and I do not want anyone to send hate towards her because I'm sure she's not a bad person, unlike Frozen 2 fan. But this is just a video personally just criticizing her because I feel like there's just a lot to talk about. I'll at least give it that she's nowhere near as bad as Frozen 2 fan, but just some of the stuff that she does is just kind of laughable. Makenzie Freeman really loves to make these commentary videos. If you don't know what these are basically just her pausing like an Inside Out fan video or something like that, and like saying like, you take it way too seriously or something like that. Now, I have nothing against commentaries in general, obviously, but just the way that she does them is just so bad. A lot of them are just kind of boring, and it's just really obvious that she just can't come up with a single good argument, and she really contradicts herself a lot. Now, let's take a look at my commentary on Inside Out fans' rant on Scoob.
Netflix, like, why do we need this in a Scooby-Doo movie?
Well, it's for comedy.
No shit. I mean, yeah, it is a joke, and you're not really supposed to think about it all that much or take it too seriously, but, like, it's still your opinion whether or not you found the joke funny, and I personally found those jokes in Scoob to be really unfunny.
No.
Some of the jokes are just so awful. Like,
how are the jokes awful? Can you get the details why?
Motherfucker, you paused the video before letting him explain. Like, how are you going to get on his case about, like, not explaining it when literally he was clearly about to explain it? Even if you don't like his explanation, that's fine. But, you know, why get on his case about something you didn't even do?
it's not even for kids.
Ryan, last time you listened to someone on the internet, you thought Tinder was...
Yeah, this...
Well, what do you expect? The movie was rated PG. It can't be just... And yeah, Warner Animated Group movies aren't for kids. So, yeah.
I'm very confused by the statement because she specifically points out that this movie is rated PG and somehow that makes it not for kids, but then she goes on to explain that these movies aren't for kids even though they clearly are the target audience, even if they have jokes that aren't for them. And obviously they can still be enjoyed by older audiences and even have specific elements that, you know, only older audiences would even understand. But still, my point is you literally make no sense.
And by the way, I really hate Teletubbies so much. It's my worst show ever. But if you like Teletubbies, you know the drill. And stop going off topic.
Unless she's somehow talking to herself, I don't even know how he's even going off topic in the first place. I mean, he said the jokes were bad and you asked him to explain it, and then he did explain how one of the jokes were bad, and then you went on his case about it, and then for some reason you brought up Teletubbies, and now you're getting at him for staying off topic somehow. Makenzie Freeman makes like no sense. Oh my god. I think that's enough of that video. Now let's look at another commentary from her. No, I'm not gonna lie and say that Inside Out fan is making a single good point in this review because it's Inside Out fan and he cannot make a good argument on his life. But it's not like Makenzie Freeman is doing all that much either. While watching this commentary, I noticed a certain pattern.
Here, she is such a bitch.
How is Anna like that? Can you explain?
Frozen 2 is such a weasel.
How is Elsa like that in the sequel? Can you explain?
One of the worst character designs I have ever seen.
How is it the worst character designs you've ever seen? Can you explain?
God help me. Kristoff is such a stalker and stuff.
How is Kristoff like that? Can you explain?
Look, I understand that he's not making any good points at all, like I agree with that, but just saying, how is this like this, can you explain, isn't really helping your case. To me, it just shows that you can't really think of anything to say, so what was really the point of even doing a commentary in the first place? And like with the Scoob review, usually she pauses it before he actually does somewhat explain, even if his explanations are really bad. And when Inside Out fan quote-unquote explains, all she really says is just, oh my gosh, this thing isn't like that. Frozen 2 is so good. I feel like there was a missed opportunity to, actually, commentate on, like, how bad his points were or explain why. All she just really says is just, well, I love Frozen 2, and this thing isn't bad. Frozen 2 is just such a great movie. I would look at another commentary, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys get the gist by now. Makenzie Freeman's commentaries are laughably bad because she cannot come up with a single good argument. Her commentaries are just pausing the video and just saying, I respect your opinion. You're like, no, you're taking it way too seriously, or just saying something completely dumb and sometimes even contradicting herself. Thank you guys all so much for watching and Among Us.